Anyway, now, okay, so let's go to the other side of the country and the other side of the spectrum and look at this headline and story out of Florida. This is from the Florida's Voice News. Florida GOP lawmakers pitch property tax reform. Representative Monique Miller suggests 10-year phase-out. You know Monique Miller from your days in Florida, right?
Yeah,
I think you mentioned.
Monique is a current friend and a former client of mine. Yeah.
Okay. And so what's she trying to do?
Well,
down in
if
Florida?
you've seen Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, is out there talking about property taxes is unreal. I mean, there's a post on him talking about, if you buy a TV at Best Buy, are you expected to go pay a tax on it every year? No, and you should be able to own your home, right? And it's the same thing. And I've got a picture of that quote off of Twitter there.
Our producer Shannon found this meme. Yes, in case you have trouble, or in case you're listening on the radio. If I go to Best Buy, this is Governor Ron DeSantis. If I go to Best Buy and buy a TV, I pay a sales tax. But I don't keep paying taxes on it year after year. And Shannon added, no, Ron, don't give them any more ideas of making the sales tax recurring. But yeah, go ahead, finish your thought.
Well, the idea is property taxes, you and I have talked about it, should be theoretically unconstitutional, right? If we believe in ownership rights, which we do here, the rule of law, you can own things. And so they levy taxes on you for services they render, but then a just valuation that somebody says is the value of your home, which is not really the true market value. If you're not in the market to sell it, how can you put a value on it? And that's what they assess it. And I've complained many times here. I'll buy my house every 15 years here in Sarpy County with the property taxes. It's insane. And so, we're going to see more of this pushed up in states that are conservative leaning with their fiscal spending. And just so you know, there's no income tax in the state of Florida. So they're going to do this already not having an income tax as well, right? So the proposal is a 10-year phase out so that the counties can shift how they get the revenue and put it to a more consumption-based tax. And there's multiple proposals. And by the way, she still leaves the school board taxes in place in there to fund public education, et cetera. And I don't necessarily agree with the way that's done. But here in Nebraska, just if you're not aware, we have the EPIC tax, and you can Google it and read about it as a potential proposal. But I think you're going to see a massive shift. And that's the wonderful thing about the republic, which is not a democracy. We live in a republic. By having 50 different states figure stuff out, the winning ideas win, and the population and the money migrates to where they win, and that we've seen
Texas
the last 5
Florida,
years. Yeah,
the last 5 or 10 years.
I think if something this gets through and it works, you will see more states copy or tweak off of it. So
I'll
good
tell
news.
you, as a state senator and a county commissioner, I ran into this because people say, well, the sales tax, that's the most regressive tax because the same rate is applied to everyone. Warren Buffett and someone who's struggling. I promise
you, I spend more money on restaurants, travel, things I pay sales tax on, right, than somebody who doesn't have my wherewithal.
Well, that plus the property tax is assessed without regard to, and you can sometimes get a homestead exemption, but basically I got letters and emails and phone calls from people saying, especially fixed income elderly, I've been in the same house for 40 years or something. In the last 10 or 15, my valuation has doubled, but my income hasn't.
Yeah.
So my property tax is going up and up and up and up, and it's killing me. It is the most brutally regressive of all the taxes. So any reform in that area would be
welcome.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're looking for more content like this, make sure you check out these videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you'll be notified when we publish more content that will help you retire smart. Thanks for watching.